So welcome friends, in this video we are going to talk about the amino acid classification. So first of all, what we should know about the amino acids. Basically amino acids, they are the protein macromolecules. The second is that they are made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. In few cases we have the sulfur also. But this is, remember, in few cases only, and this is in all amino acids. All amino acids. So basically the amino acid, they consist of a amino group. That is NH2. Then they have the carboxyl group, that is written as COOH. It has a hydrogen also, and side chain. Now this side chain, it can be non-polar, can be acidic, or it can be basic also. So I will repeat about the amino acid. That amino acid, they consist of amino groups, that is written as NH2, carboxyl, hydrogen and side chain. The side chain can be non-polar, acidic and basic in the nature. So this carboxyl group, basically it gives the acidic property to the amino acid, and this amino group is responsible for giving the basic property to amino acid. So now we are going to discuss about the classification of the amino acids. So classification. So we are going to classify the amino acids in the two groups. The first is on the basis of the functional group, and the second classification is based on the basis of charge. On the charge basis. Clear? So amino acid, we are going to now study their classification according to their functional group, and on the basis of charge. So basically, on the basis of the functional group, there are three kinds of amino acid. The basic one, the acidic one, and the neutral one. And on the basis of charge also, and on the basis of the charge also, there are of three kinds. The first is non-polar, the second is the polar, uncharged, and polar, charged. So first of all, we will talk about the basic amino acids. So basic amino acid, I will write it for you, that they have one free amino group. One free amino group. So they have one carboxyl and two amino group. I think now it is more visible. And what are the example of the basic amino acid? Lysine and arginine. Okay. Now we are going to talk about the acidic one. So I will just draw a line here so that we have the enough space, okay, for each one. So the acidic ones, they contain two carboxyl group, okay, and one amino group. Okay, so in case of basic, we have one carboxyl group and two amino group. However, in the acidic ones, we have two carboxyl group and one amino group. Okay. So what are the examples? So the examples of the acidic amino acids are glutamic acid and aspartic acid. Okay. The third kind of amino acid based on the functional group is the neutral one. Okay. So the neutral amino acid, they consist of single carboxyl and I will draw just a line to differentiate. Okay. So the neutral one, they have only one carboxyl group. I will write GRP. Okay. And they have only one amino group. Okay. And the examples are alanine, valine, glycine and serine. Okay. Now comes on the basis of the charge. Okay. Right, I will move it here so that it is more clearly now visible to you. So based on the charge, first of all, we'll talk about the non-polar. So the non-polar, they have no charge. And the name itself indicates that non-soluble in water. Okay. If we talk about the polar uncharged, they are balanced. Okay. They are balanced. So the whole molecule is uncharged. Okay. The third one based on the charge is the polar charged. Okay. So they can be negatively charged. Okay. So the negatively charged are the acidic ones and they can be positively charged and the positively charged are the basic one. Okay. And since they are polar, so they are dissolvable in water. Okay. So water soluble. Okay. Okay. So for you guys to easily remember it, I will just write it into again easier format. So first of all, it will come acidic amino acid. Okay. For amino acid, I will write it is AA. Okay. Then we will talk about the basic amino acid. We will write their name. Then we will write the uncharged polar amino acid. And then there is the fourth group, that is the non-polar amino acid. Okay. So I will just draw a line so that it is easier for the demarcation. Okay, so there are two acidic amino acid. The first one is aspartic acid, and the second one is the glutamic acid. Okay, the basic, we have three kinds of amino acid. These are lysine, arginine, and histidine. Okay, if we talk about the uncharged polar amino acids, so there are 5 amino acids: aspargine, aspar, then there is glutamine, tyrosine, threonine, and serine. Okay, and in non-polar amino acid, we have the biggest chunk. So we have glycine, we have cysteine, we have methionine, we have tryptophan, we have alanine, we have valine, we have phenylalanine, we have leucine, then comes isoleucine, and lastly proline. Okay, so we covered here around 20 amino acids. Okay, so now we are going to learn about the essential amino acid and the function of the amino acid. So okay, there are some amino acids that are found in living organism, but these are essential for man. So the name itself indicate that these are essential, okay, for us. Okay, essential for us, for the man. Why? Because they cannot be synthesized inside the cells. So if it is written that they are essential, and if it asks to you that what is essential amino acids, so you have to write that they are essential for us because these cannot be synthesized inside the cells. Okay, so I will write the examples for you. We have 8 amino acids that are essential. Okay, the first one is tryptophan, isoleucine, then we have arginine, then we have histidine. Okay, the other 4 are leucine, methionine, phenylalanine, okay, and the last one is valine. So these are the amino acids. So I will write, next we will cover in this video about the function of amino acids. So amino acid function. So what are the amino acid function? So amino acids, they are the building block. Okay, building block of what? They are building block of protein. Okay, And the second is they will form the different type of biological active compounds. Okay, so they will form biologically active compounds. Okay, so here I will write the example for you. Like for example, there is tyrosine. Okay, so it is converted into hormone thyroxine. Okay, next role of the amino acid is that the glycine, it will form hemes. Okay, the next function, there is amino acid tryptophan, that is also essential amino acid. So we are talking about the function of amino acid. The amino acid tryptophan, it will take part in the formation of nicotinamide. Okay, so it will take part in the formation of nicotinamide, and nicotinamide is a vitamin. Okay, and it is also involved in the formation of plant hormone IAA, that is indole acetic acid. Okay, the amino acid, it will also form glucose. How? If we remove, by removal of amino group. Okay, by removal of amino group, what will happen? The carbon chain of several amino acid, they will lead to the formation of the glucose. Okay, and the last function of the amino acid is they will form the amines also. Okay, and how amines they are formed? When we will lose the carboxyl group, removal. Okay, so for you, I will again quickly go to the process or to the function of the amino acid. The first one is the building block of the protein. It's a building block of the protein, and then it will give rise to biological active compound. For example, tyrosine, it will get converted into thyroxine. Okay, the glycerin will form the hemes. The amino acid, essential amino acid tryptophan, it is involved in the formation of the indole acetic acid, that's a plant hormone, and the nicotinamide, that's a vitamin. Okay, and from if the amino acid chain will lose the amino group, then it will many amino acid they will form to the glucose. And if there is a loss or removal of the carboxyl group, amino acid they will form the amines. Okay, so these are some functions of the amino acid. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you for watching the video.